there's one thing that really upset, angered, and really hurt the former royal known as Prince Harry. It was this, the particular stripping of military titles from our late and wonderful monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. He felt this really was the hardest hitting moment, of course, for his removal, refusal to stay in royal life, whatever you want to call it. This apparently was the one topic that he tried to negotiate on. And let me tell you, it was interesting to note that sadly, after the demise of our late and wonderful monarch, he had hoped that Prince Charles might, change his mind and reinstate said sort of officialdom, that type of thing. But as we saw at the coronation, and more importantly at the Platinum Jubilee, it certainly wasn't going to be coming anytime soon. But this was what Harry was truly hoping for. And this really, some might suggest, is the reason why he popped up wearing his medals once again. Let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you as ever. Thank you so much for joining me. By the way, I want to share this news with you. If you are a fan of this wonderful lady, Kate Bush, all of her albums are going to be re-released in coloured vinyl, that sort of stuff. I know you have to have a lot of money, right? And if you bought them the first time, my motto is, why bother? But, I think for dedicated fans who like to own this sort of stuff, it is incredible. Kate Bush, is one of those enigmas, isn't she? What you either like her or you don't, but a supremely talented lady. And really, when you think about it, has lasted the course through being something of a recluse, although she would claim she's not a recluse. She just doesn't want to be in the public eye and just wants to make music. How refreshing is that? Perhaps the former royal known as Prince Harry could learn a lot from this. You see, recently he popped up yet again on a video link. Seemingly this is the only thing Harry and Meghan do, make videos and pop them along. Now this was for a big event regarding heroes, which was held at the Lincoln Center in New York City. Well, given the fact that they recently went there, wouldn't it be more beneficial if he'd have actually filmed it in New York, perhaps on location, but seemingly not. But what really happened? Poppy with a quip about representing gingers in a monologue film from his Montecito home for Stand Up for Heroes, after he and Meghan jetted off to Katy Perry's gig on an oil hair's private plane. The Duke of Sussex wore his military medals, basically because he wanted to remind people of exactly what he'd done for his king, queen and country. He appeared virtually for the show at the Lincoln Center in New York City. Last time he appeared there, that was also via video link, and one might suggest if he's that keen to represent that particular project, and I'm sure he is, why couldn't he take time out and appear there in person, show some personal support, rather than jetting off to concerts on private aircraft? You get the picture. But no, it does appear that now what Harry's doing is trying to remind people on a world stage that he was once a medal-wearing person of honour. And now what really is doing is sort of backfiring, having to make comedy quips because he knows that at some point he's going to get a backlash. Now, I'm not one here to criticise, but one would say, truly, the Help for Heroes is a very special project. You did a lot for the Invictus Games, you turned up for that. Wouldn't it be nice to turn up in person for that particular event, show some solidarity rather than popping along to a concert? And most people would suggest the same thing. However, in the world of Harry and Meghan, he has to do what Meghan said, and she needed to be seen at that pop concert to make sure everything else was blown away about the royal family. Didn't work though, did it? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.